Mike and Andy. Mike, Wendt, Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Andy, how are you doing this week?
I'm okay. I'm better than someone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm
better
okay. The hurricane hasn't hit me yet.
No, Mike, no one gives a fuck. You're in Florida. You guys can float away.
I think it's just going to be some rain. I'm watching the radar, the Doppler, and I think it's just rain. Tampa's going to get in the ass, but not me.
Not you. No one. Like, people care about you, but no one cares about Florida. Florida can go fuck itself. It can disconnect and just float away.
Yeah, I know.
Is it the worst state in America? Yes.
Is it though?
I think it's got to be top 3 worst states in America. Mississippi's pretty bad, but Florida's got to be pretty bad.
I mean, I would even sling Rhode Island into that mix.
Rhode Island doesn't even matter.
Okay, thank you. So they don't even make the list. So there's 49 states.
All right, Mike, listen, let's get to it. I'm going to tell you what I think about some things real quick.
Stuff and things. Let's go, Andy.
Here's the thing. Opening take by me.
Ooh.
Mac Jones, our quarterback, the Patriots quarterback, Mac Jones, is a fucking pussy.
Okay.
Mike, he fucking cried. He cried on the field and off the field. There are pictures of Mac Jones crying. Tom Hanks, in a league of their own, wouldn't let the girl baseball players in the 40s cry. There's no crying in baseball, but there's crying in the fucking NFL now. I've never seen a quarterback in my entire life cry. And then to find out he has a fucking sprained ankle. That's why he's crying. A sprained fucking ankle.
Did he? Wait a minute. So, okay. You got to explain this to me because unfortunately, being down here, it's a little tough to get Patriots games out at some of the bars, especially if the Dolphins are playing and, et cetera, et cetera. Was he actually crying? Like, you saw him crying, like tears?
He was sobbing, crying, sobbing, and wailing. Compared to Nancy Kerrigan's outburst.
Really?
Mac was, why me? Why me? Why me? He was crying.
Is this from the picture that you've been posting around the beef meme?
the memes that I made and others made. That's him wailing, crying. I've seen many bad injuries in sports. I've never seen a person react like that. Never in my life. Joe Theismann had his legs shattered by Lawrence Taylor. He didn't cry.
Yeah, basically folded in half.
Yes. I mean, there's been some gruesome injuries. Yep. Gordon Hayward didn't cry. His legs on the Celtics, his legs snapped in half. Yeah. Didn't cry. Now, again, professional athletes are a different kind of tough. I get it. And maybe Mac Jones isn't tough.
I think we need to just not even bring up hockey because
no, it's not even worth it. No,
those guys are just fucking mutants.
They'll spit teeth. They'll die. They'll come back to life.
Rich Peverly died on the Bruins bench and then finished the third period.
They will get defibrillated and put back on the ice.
I'm good,
and maybe a different cage over their face just in case they are susceptible for a broken jaw. Obviously hockey is the number one sport for tough guys. I'd say baseball's the worst. Basketball is the most dramatic. No, okay. No, never. Right. No. 4 majors.
Okay.
I think basketball's
weak.
They're actresses.
Okay.
And I said actresses on purpose. Mm-hmm. They're fake hurt and they act a little bit. But here's the thing. Okay, in my life, I've experienced some gruesome injuries. 3 quick ones come to mind. I broke my jaw when I was 19, and I was hit so hard in the face, I was spitting my wisdom teeth out. And I didn't. The kid who hit me, we collided. He was shorter than me. He was unconscious. I didn't even fall down. And I'm not that big a tough guy. I'm not saying I'm tough. I didn't cry. I broke my jaw. I had to have it wired shut. I didn't cry. Mm-hmm. I did yell a bit when I was getting my jaw wired shut, but that's because the Novocaine went in my sinus cavity, and that really didn't feel good. I also, when I was 15, I shattered my elbow. My left elbow does not bend to the same point as my right elbow.
I feel like that's a story you've told at least on one of the 2 shows.
Yes. So here's the thing. Again, I broke my leg at Fenway. I shattered my leg. Rollerblade. The left elbow. Left elbow is rollerblade. Aggressive inline skating, Mike. I was grinding a rail off a quarter pipe. Okay, let's not fucking get it twisted. I wasn't pushing my ass cheeks out going down the fucking boardwalk trying to pick up dudes. I was grinding a rail off a quarter pipe.
Sounds worse.
I was wearing my Roshi. I had my fucking Roshi's fucking blades. They had the fucking grind plate. It was a situation. No
Grind
pads,
plate.
no pads, no helmet, ready to go.
Gotcha.
15 years old, shattered in pieces, didn't cry.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital for 15 days.
I mean,
the
I know
injury
what it's like
caused
to bang
that.
your funny bone on your elbow, so shattering it must suck.
Didn't cry. Okay, another one. I broke my leg at Fenway. I shattered the top of my shin bone. I tried to walk it off. I went back in line for a beer.
How did you break it?
I slept in the bathroom.
All right.
It's not important.
No,
It's not important to talk about.
Look, it kind of plays into one of our topics tonight. That's pretty much how the only way to break your leg.
Fine. Yes, I was hammered.
Hammered and slipped on piss.
And I had to I had to delete pictures from online because I was at the Cask and Flag and double fisting pictures of beer.
Mm-hmm.
2 hands. That's the thing. I didn't cry. That's the point of the story. I didn't cry once.
Why would you have
in
to
this
delete those pictures?
As I had a lawyer, Mike.
Because of the shattering leg.
That main house wasn't free. Thank you, Aramark and Fenway. I appreciate you buying me a house.
Okay.
Because I slipped in piss.
I'm sure we're over the statute at this point.
They know what happened. I told them what happened. Except for the whole drunk thing, but they didn't check my fucking alcoholism. No. If they did, I don't care. Because you know what happened? Yes, they should. They'd find out.
They didn't go through your wallet looking for your chip?
They should fucking look at my Instagram. You'll see my alcoholism real quick. Check my and what I don't post is even worse. Instagram gets the highlights. Facebook gets all the stuff.
Take 2.
So that's my point. Mac Jones is a pussy, and I don't like having a pussy for a quarterback. I want to have. I mean, Tom Brady's a lot of things. He's a lot of things. I can't even say the words I think he is.
I did like. Somebody made a meme about Tom Brady. He was coming into the game and he had his dark suit with his circle glasses and his fedora cap. And someone said Tom Brady looks like he's hunting Roger Rabbit and getting ready to blow up Toontown. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant.
He sucks in many ways.
Why is he so skinny? Not just skinny.
Fuck knows.
He's sunken right now. Like he
looks like he isn't eating.
Like he's on fucking like crack or worse.
Many people. Many men would give up their heterosexuality for Tom Brady.
TB12, smoke rocks.
But not anymore. No, Hot Tom is like not Hot Tom anymore. He's like emaciated fucking AIDS Tom.
Yeah, very much.
He's Tom Hanks from Philadelphia at this point.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yes, he's AIDS Tom. Boom, send it.
All right. So
opening take, Mac Jones is a pussy.
So I guess so who the fuck are we cheering for this year? The Dolphins?
I would never root for that. Hold on. I'm still a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm still wearing I love the team. I root for the name on the front, not the name on the back. Well, it's just sad to find out.
Worried about a quarterback being a pussy because he's out.
It's just sad that our quarterback's a pussy.
Well, he's out now.
But no, for 20. I mean, all right. Listen, since 1993, when I was when the Pats drafted Bledsoe, we've had a pretty tough quarterback with fucking marbles.
Sure.
Major League 2 marbles. Sure. Bledsoe was a fucking man. He almost died in the field like Rich Peverly. Mm-hmm. Came back when he got hit and Tom Brady took over. Mm-hmm. Not many people realized Drew came back in the game.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well. It was stupid. He was dying. He went to the hospital and like he had like a caved in chest and a broken sternum. Things were bad. He tried to play through it. Right. That's what a fucking man.
Tried to play through death.
Yes. And then Tom is many things, metrosexual, fucking homosexual. I don't know what he does behind closed doors. Right. He's an eyes wide shut widow with skinny jeans. But the man can fucking ball out and he's tough.
Right.
Not Mac. Mac cries. Mac's a cry. He actually cried. He cried, Mike. You can't come back. You can't even come back from he might want to retire.
Right.
He cried.
Right.
On the fucking field. What a pussy. Mac Jones. Pussy.
What's coming up on the show today, Andy?
I mean, we got a whole list of things. I got things printed and things written.
My God.
Serial killer style. And not serial killer style. I'm like half a Dahmer over here.
Made my kill list.
the main topic we're gonna talk about is some drunken stories. I guess we're kind of borrowing from a friend podcast. I'll say our friend's podcast. I mean, Mo and those fellas and ladies, they do their my first beer story thing, right?
Look, if they keep doing their show on fucking Tuesday nights, they're going from friends to fucking competition real goddamn quick. And we don't play fair. Just ask the boys on the WB. We don't play fair.
What's that, Frog?
By the way, I would like to send a special shout out to our 2,400 viewers on YouTube. I know we came in, we took over real quick with no explanations, and this isn't what you're used to on that page, but just hang with us and get used to us because we're not going anywhere. So
just accept the word cunt.
Accept it.
And then whatever else comes out of mine and Mike's mouth.
I know most of you were saying, this isn't the Mike I used to see on Saturday mornings. Edith, this isn't the show.
We're on the YouTubes, and it's not making any sense.
Call the grandkids. Tell them I think I got the wrong YouTube connection. Mike is saying dirty words.
Mike's a bit of a creep. And a bit of a
bit
pervert. So we have our drunken
isn't
stories.
That one of our topics, creeps and perverts?
Yes, Adam Levine is a bit of a fucking pervert.
Fantastic memes going through him.
I mean, I had to jump on it. Like, I couldn't not.
Yeah.
And that was a collaboration meme. A lot of the stuff I do is solo.
Yeah.
But that one was, I sent that a screenshot from someone who made a meme to the group that, the beef moderator, admin, friend group. And we're trying to figure out the best way to attack the "you're so fucking hot, your body is so fucking ridiculous," blah, blah, blah meme.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Bob put himself. I'm like, yep, there it is.
I mean,
you naked at Zeno's.
It was perfect. It was goddamn perfect.
It really, it was. And I wasn't, I was going for a beef. I forgot.
Right.
So much goes on in that fucking group. I can't keep up. I'm like, oh, fuck. Dan Bob got naked
here's
once.
The fucked up thing. That could have gone a million different ways with your calendar shoots and shit.
Oh yeah. We could have made a calendar of that meme.
I mean, seriously.
In fact, we might. I might be doing that.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That meme is definitely some of the calendar months.
That might just be every 12 months a different picture of a mostly naked man, Adam Levine in the DM. Send it, calendar, done.
Calvin's Rocky Horror fucking picture, which was definitely going to be Christmas.
God.
That had to be in the running.
Well, I think we're gonna announce the calendar contest again.
Okay.
We're gonna try and pull it off this year. We already have a few from last year. We're gonna reuse that we never sent the calendar. We had the other group last year. We had like the fucking third incarnation bastard child of the real group.
Well, I mean, I remember when we used to get calendars for the Scholastic Book Fair. It used to be like a 14, 16 month one because you'd always buy it halfway through the year anyway. So there you go. Maybe just add a couple months.
Yeah, we'll do like 87 months. We'll do a 2 year double.
Months.
So we have some drunk stories, first beer type stories.
See, if we were a
First time
professional
getting
show,
drunk?
we would have done. We would have had somebody create a theme song for Drunk Tales based on the DuckTales thing, and that would have been
yeah, Drunk
fun.
Tales.
But we're not going to do it.
We'll add it in post.
Exactly.
We have.
Sure. I'll get right on it.
Yeah. Take care of that.
I'll get right on it.
We have Adam Levine coming up.
Yep.
If we get to Uncle Ralph's always a crowd pleaser.
All right.
Many nicknames, Horsecock being one of them. HC.
Outstanding.
I'm a couple things coming up for me. I'm a judge at Bedlam Barbecue contest next weekend. I don't know how to judge, but here's the good thing.
I'm sorry.
Because they almost.
You judge literally everyone every hour of your life.
But I like everything when it comes to food, especially good food. I don't know how to judge barbecue. How's the bach? How's the smoke ring? How's your sister's cunt? I don't know. I might know the third thing. It depends, if I knew her well enough. But it's funny. So I guess last year they asked me to judge last year. I just didn't do it.
They couldn't.
I didn't tell. I didn't tell them no. I just didn't show up.
Didn't show up. Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot. This year I'm showing up.
You did that earlier this year too.
Yeah, I don't have a calendar. I don't work. It's all up here. I keep everything up here, and this is getting muddled with.
I don't write nothing down.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a calendar.
Right.
So yeah, Bedlam, but they I guess they almost killed the judges last year. So I'm only allowed to judge 2 out of the 3 categories.
How? Well, you know what? We'll talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. So we have that. We have the Beef and Beer Fest coming up. Yep. Lots to talk about, Mike.
Lots of things, stuff and things.
We got to pay the bills, though, right?
Of course, we got to pay the bills.
Got to pay the bills.
Direct from his residency on the Vegas Strip and Atlantic City, comedian and roast master Vinnie Favarito is back, and he is unfiltered. And of course, 9 out of 10 doctors agree. Favarito unfiltered cigarettes are the best cigarettes for your throat. They taste good, they smoke good. Long, hard drags of Favarito unfiltered cigarettes. If you want something edgy, unfiltered, along with the feeling you're witnessing a celebrity roast, even if you somehow become the celebrity, then Vinny just might become your new Favarito.
Hey, Adam, I love you, buddy. What the fuck did you write?
Warning! Don't do it because I don't want to hear the smoke alarm later this afternoon. Warning! 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 This show intends to offend. If you are easily offended, this is not the show for you because if you've missed the first sentence, this show intends to offend. This show does not subscribe to any ideas of political correctness and is over the top because it's like a switch, you turn it around.
Flip mine around in the wrong direction, though. Now I'm not a switch.
There you go. You're the other switch. Performing his final show
ever.
Thoughts and Prayers, Vinnie Favarito. Performing his final show along with 3 other amazing comedian openers Friday, October 7th at Sidelines in Salem. Get details, more details than this, and tickets at VinnieUnfiltered.com. That's VINNIE unfiltered.com. At Sidelines Salem on Instagram, 105 Canal Street in Salem, Massachusetts, 978-754-5870. Fuck you, I read my live reads.
Just a quick sidebar. If you're going to do your final show ever, apparently, you're a Vegas guy.
How many final shows do you get?
I mean, it feels like, I don't know, 105 Canal Street in Salem under a tent might be not the best venue for your last show ever.
I mean, they're
unless you're planning
this week, so it's a great venue for us.
Unless you plan on double tapping that vein and sending it
on stage.
That's something.
See that on stage. Vinnie Favarito, his final performance on stage, best punchline ever.
He's going to die.
All right. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage on Instagram at Buy and Refi. CrossCountryMortgage.com is the website. Gary Girolamo Group, presenting sponsor of the 2nd annual North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament. Channel Marker Brewing, Kid, 95 Rantoul Street in Beverly, at Channel Marker Brewing on Instagram. And, of course, channelmarkerbrewing.com is the website. And you can stop on by their tap rooms Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday and pick up your own official North Shore Beefs merch. Andy, is there still stuff available?
True. Oh, yeah, there's a handful of stuff.
Outstanding.
You filled your basket. Not going to lie. I got 2 baskets. They're pretty full.
Fantastic. And, of course, Ben Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton, at Ben Franklin _Print Co. on Instagram. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. Mention F Buddies for 10% off your next order. Now, for those sponsors that are listening and watching live, if you want a half-hour spot, just send us the fucking copy. I'll read it.
Did you mention Jamie's yet?
I have not.
Okay. I don't know. I just wasn't sure.
I just wanted to let everybody know because we kind of breezed through the other ones, but it's like that's because they haven't sent me 2 days worth of scripts.
Yeah, you too can ruin the show.
I very much like Ron Burgundy will read anything that's put in front of me, just like that.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
And of course, last but certainly not least, the premier roast beef shop in Peabody, Jamie's Roast Beef, 44 Margin Street in Peabody. Open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 to 9 at Jamie's Roast Beef on Instagram, and jamiesroastbeef.com is the website.
You got through it all. We did it. We
only got to do it one more time in this hour.
And there's only, and what's funny is we almost had a 6th sponsor, and I'm kind of glad they haven't finalized yet because Jesus fucking Christ,
I'm winded.
It would just be a fucking like a NASCAR fucking uniform. There's fucking patches like a soccer stadium.
Live feed is just becoming that.
Just terrible.
It's
Mike. All right. So Mike, we have a few things to jump off with. Where should we start? We have Uncle Ralph, which I'm kind of anxious to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of drunk stories, which we could have some fun. I mean, I don't think we should spend too much time talking about drunk stories because I don't want to get in trouble.
I mean, that's also kind of what we do anyway. So
yeah,
we can get there.
And we have McDonald's for the devil.
You know what? Let's run a couple drunk stories. We can bleed into Uncle Ralph, and then we can explain why we're so fucking fat.
Can I just real quick though, a quickie?
Yeah, sure.
I want to send a birthday shout out.
Whoa, look at this! All right, birthday shout out here on F Buddies
To my little friend Michael, aka Harambe.
Oh, happy birthday, Michael!
Today's his birthday, and the way he celebrated to start his day was instead of a cake, ice cream, having some drinks with the boys.
Sure.
He woke up this morning around about 6:30, drove to work to meet me because him and I work together every day. And instead of getting to work, he decided to total his car.
Go on.
He was driving, at a medium pace, I guess we'll call it, through downtown Peabody. And when a 93-year-old man decided to turn left in front of him, yes, 93. That's not even exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. The man was born in 1929. Mike didn't have time to brake, and he hit that man and totaled his Subaru.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nice Subaru too. Like I'm not a big Subaru guy, but his Subaru was fucking nice. White Legacy, fucking sport, tinted out, murdered out. So I got the call at like 7:15. Come pick me up. I just got in a bad car accident. I'm like, yeah, sure you did. No. Airbags deployed. Car is no longer.
Jeez. Now, are you that big of a dick? You're like, no, I don't believe you. Send me a picture.
No. I went and picked him up. So I turned the corner. If you know Peabody, I was out by Patty Kelly's in Champions, and like taking a left on Washington Street to Foster Street, heading toward Champions. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder how bad this accident was. He called me and said, pick me up across from Patrols in that parking lot. Again, this is all inside Peabody bullshit. But I turned the corner, and all I saw was lights, ambulance, fire trucks, police. I'm like, oh, he's not kidding. And then I saw half of Foster Street and Lowell Street shut down.
Oh, God.
And he's just standing there looking like a primate.
Didn't have a scratch on him.
Oh, yeah, he hit his head a little bit, but he has that fucking Subaru, right? The airbags deployed and the car called 911.
That's pretty fucking good.
He goes, I called you while the car was calling 911. Like, you called me that fast?
That's funny.
And a bunch of his friends gave him shit were giving me shit through him because I made him work on his birthday after he totaled his car.
I was just going to say, what a fucking taskmaster. He is so afraid of his boss that while his car is calling 911, he's making sure he covers his ass with his boss.
No, Mike is a caring employee for the most part who doesn't want to fuck over the company.
Sure.
And today was a big day. If you've seen my Instagram, I was up on a lift. 60 feet in the air, and Mike is my partner in that lift. We do exceed the weight limit of the lift. Those are facts. I mean, it's a 500-pound limit. Neither one of us are under 250 right now. Right. And tool belts are heavy, and the bucket. We're definitely pushing 6 bills if you combine all the weight. And it's windy on Beverly Harbor, but we got it done. We didn't die.
So you're the type of boss that on this man's birthday, after he totals his car.
Yeah,
potentially life-threatening. You then put him in another life-threatening situation at work.
He's living the dream. He loves it up there. We're having fun.
Of course.
But yeah, I didn't make him work. If he wanted to not work, he could have called me and said, I just told him my car don't feel good. I'm taking a ride in the ambulance. Okay, bye.
Right. But he didn't do that.
No, he called his boss and said, come pick me up.
Come pick me up. My Subaru's got my insurance information. It's all taken care of.
He could have called his aunt or somebody else, or called me to pick up and bring him to the hospital. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, he's my. I almost adopted him. Do you know that story?
I believe on Nonsense you said you told.
I nearly adopted this young man. So I mean, he's like my son, my brother, my nephew. I'm not going to try and hurt him, but yeah, if you come to work, we're working.
So what this is basically a huge endorsement for fucking Subarus, apparently.
Oh yeah, that car's solid. He didn't die.
Holy shit!
In the car, those cars were fucked up.
How's the old man in front of him?
See, we don't know. He might have killed him. We don't know. Because the ambulance was there to get him.
Right.
When I was leaving, I was pulling away with Harambe. I loaded him in the cage, and we brought him. We were going to bring him to the job, and the ambulance was there, and the ambulance driver looked like he also door dashes McDonald's every night. He was a biggin.
God damn it!
And I'm like, fuck, he's gonna be our future.
Yeah.
And
gotta get our shit together, man.
Yeah, we do. Jesus fucking Christ.
We gotta get our shit together, or at least get McDonald's to start paying us for this shit.
Yeah, I don't want to die. Like that guy that did that fucking movie. What's that guy? Did he get paid by McDonald's or somebody else?
No, he got sued by McDonald's.
I just need just someone pay me to eat the fucking shitty food, or at least don't charge me for it.
He got sued by McDonald's, and they lost. Like he was able to. I mean, the movie's out there, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't fake it. He just ate McDonald's every day and almost died like a wig on to.
Right, which is hilarious because that's literally what like TikTokers and influencers are doing now for fun. Like he was a cautionary tale and trying to be that cautionary tale of like, hey, don't do this. You're not supposed to eat McDonald's every single fucking day of your life. Now we're doing it for content,
or just because we're fat and I'm gonna talk
we're
about it
doing it for fatness, but there are
people do it for content.
People do it for content.
All right, so I guess that's all I got on Harambe. Mike,
Well,
happy birthday.
Mike.
Hope you don't die and you sleep. Because concussions.
And
careful.
you got to work tomorrow.
CT. I mean, tomorrow's not. If you got to call out, tomorrow's a good day to call out. I mean, we're not doing a ton of work. No. We're working, but we're not doing what we did today. We're not trying to die.
Gotcha. Well, happy birthday, Mike.
All right, Mike. I'm going to ask you a question.
All right.
How old were you? And give me a brief story. The first time you had beer.
Not 100% on the age.
Okay.
It was definitely no older than 10. And it was definitely either at Prince Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese.
At a venue.
I got a divorced dad, and he would take me and my brother out on Sundays. And occasionally we would go to Chuck E. Cheese. Sometimes we'd go to his place. Sometimes we'd go to Prince for pizza and stuff. And he would, if we were out, he'd get his pitcher of Heineken. And we'd have sips of Heineken. That's how it was. I had a sip of beer. Because
at a venue.
I mean, it was the fucking 80s, dude.
See, I was never that bold.
I mean, I didn't have a beer. I had, sips of beer. Like, oh, let me
sure.
Let me try that. But yeah, that was that's the first time. And that was also why at a young age I believe I had the I was a Heineken guy because of that, and I'm so glad I grew out of that shit because one thing I will agree with our friend's podcast: green bottled beers are just the fucking worst. And Heineken is one of them. It was something I had to deal with last football season because the Heineken is the Dolphins sponsor beer last year. So every time I'd go to like Johnny Brown's or something for a football game, that's the beer that everyone would be giving out for free. And it's like, all right, well, I'm not going to turn down a free beer, but God damn it, this shit sucks. This year it's something different and better. They just got a new one anyway. But yeah, it was definitely no older than 10 at either Prince Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese in Danvers, I believe it is.
Danvers Chuck E. Cheese. I can go with so I don't have a recollection of this.
Yeah.
But there is evidence of this. As a boy around the age of 5, pounding a butt heavy that I stole from my father. I asked my mother
you
if
are so you.
I asked my mother if I was like, if I was, because I asked her recently about this because I have a picture. I'm like, was I actually drinking a beer or was it like, give him some water?
Stage things. Give him.
No, she goes, no, you walked over and grabbed your dad's beer and took a fucking giant swig.
Yeah.
So that's my first time having beer to my recollection. Could have happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When's the first time you got drunk?
Again, fuzzy on the age. It was definitely early junior high. So probably 5th, maybe 6th grade, in that ballpark. Woods, behind the train tracks by Linfield High. A bottle of Bacardi and a bunch of friends. A lot of people puked that day.
That young, that old though, huh?
That's the first one I remember. That's the first time I remember doing it, I guess, in a social way. There might have been other times like there was a bar in the basement that had stuff in it, and I'm sure I pulled a belt off of this bottle or that bottle, and who the fuck knows if I was actually drunk or not. I don't really remember. But that was the first time I remember doing something like that, getting together with friends and we got a bottle, let's fucking do it. Let's do this suicide pact. We all got our sneakers.
So I'm 10 years old. I'm at a party my brother's throwing at my parents' house. He's 19. His girlfriend is 18. All their friends are having a blast. They're playing quarters.
I was the oldest one in my family, so there's also that.
Little 10-year-old Andy. Yep. There's 2 gallons of punch in the fridge. One is Dirty Punch, one's Adult Punch, one's Andy's Punch.
What's Dirty Punch?
Vodka, rum. It's a punch. It's a boozy punch.
We said Dirty Adult and Andy.
Oh, sorry. There's 2 bottles. One's Dirty Adult.
Dirty Adult.
One's Andy. Okay. Andy knows which one is which.
Of course you do.
Andy says he's having the Dirty Punch. He's having the Adult Punch. Fast forward a couple hours after a few rounds of quarters, little Andy, maybe 10 or 9, is puking red punch all over the new rugs my parents had put in. The Berber carpets that my mother was so happy about. Now here's the thing. I was not at fault. I mean, I didn't know.
Know what? That alcohol made you puke, or know what you were drinking? Because you already said you knew what you were drinking.
I know, but I didn't let them know that.
So how are you not at fault?
Of course I'm at fault, Mike.
I just didn't... booze. This isn't my fault. I didn't take the area that you puked, the carpet that you puked, basically blood onto. Were there people around?
They were all in the kitchen playing quarters. I was in a darkly lit room next door.
I can only imagine, because like you said, you were sneaking your drink. What would happen if all of a sudden little brother comes out of the back room and starts vomiting blood uncontrollably?
I mean, it was just one of those things that, like, I just started puking on the floor like I was sitting in a chair.
All red liquid.
It was just like fucking rapid fire puke on the floor. And they walked in, and they can't blame the 10-year-old. Pay attention to the 10-year-old. Stop letting him drink. Watch what he's pouring. And I would never admit it. Yeah. That I knew.
Yeah. And
I was nasty at quarters that night. Just a boy. And I ended up puking everywhere. It was fantastic. It was fucking hammered. It was lit. Night. It's fucking shit-faced.
Fucking great goddamn night. You have a dog, Leo.
I do, of course. Leo. Yes. Little Leo, yeah.
Did you have a dog growing up?
Always, yeah. My whole life.
Did the dog ever get drunk?
I've gotten my dog Elvis drunk before.
Okay.
I've gotten my dog Rodney drunk before, my previous dogs. I've never gotten Leo drunk before. I've given Leo some wine, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. I remember the time my dog, I had a dog, Brady, and he, I didn't know that my buddy got him drunk. But the next day after we were all hanging out, I'm like, I sent him like I think I must have called him, because text messages probably weren't a thing at this point. It's still
probably not,
late 90s, I think. And I'm like, what the fuck? Brady hasn't moved. He's just been out cold under the fucking couch all day long. And my buddy Lou's like, oh yeah, I gave him a couple beers on my way out the door. I'm like, motherfucker. You need to tell me those things at least. I thought my dog was dying.
I thought I almost killed my fucking dog.
You know, I've been watching you here. What's going on, buddy?
Lots going on here.
We are on video, so we might as well acknowledge Andy trying to fucking do handiwork over here.
Here's the thing. I didn't fucking get my
your mic arm.
I didn't get my fucking battery charger for my fucking my laptop,
gotcha.
And it's fucking at 18%. And I'm getting concerned.
Outstanding.
So we're all right. We're okay. We're okay. We're fine. It's okay. So, all right, Mike.
Yeah.
Now I'm locked in.
All right.
No more bullshit. One more question. You might have already answered it though, because your first story is more beer than mine is. I was my first time. I remember my first high school party, and the best part is I remember the date of it. Well, I can't say it now. I remember what I was doing. I remember I was a sophomore in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe actually junior in high school, pre-junior year, before the junior year.
I do remember I don't remember the date. It was early in the freshman year, but yeah.
Like my first real drinking fucked up party, not like fucking bullshit. It was the Tyson McNeely fight.
Oh, okay.
1995.
Right.
There was a drive-by shooting at the party. We've already talked about that.
Yes, we have.
Okay. But here's what we didn't talk about. I walked into that party as a underclassman football player trying to make a name for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to not be a pussy like Mac Jones.
Yep.
Just a boy heading to his junior year.
Yep.
And I was put to the keg, and they made me do a keg stand. You ever do a keg stand?
I have. Not good.
I did well. Better than I thought.
I didn't do well, and the people holding me didn't do well. It was not a good mix of. It just wasn't a good deal.
I remember about 40 seconds of just being drowned in beer. I mean, obviously I spilled a lot. I was being waterboarded in beer. Then I puked into a bucket, and then nearly got
As you
shot.
do.
Those are some fun times. That was a good party. I mean, some kid decided that he was going to drink a 16-ounce glass of vodka straight for money.
Yep.
And he took money to do that, and then he passed out into a doorknob and had to go to the emergency room and get his stomach pumped.
My first high school party that I remember had a lot of Dazed and Confused vibes to it.
Okay.
Basically, so let's see. The year prior, right? So 8th grade going into 9th grade. Me and my buddies, we're cutting through the woods, smoking butts, et cetera, et cetera.
Of course, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
And a couple of the guys, it literally was basically a scene from fucking Dazed and Confused. Group of kids. I'm pretty sure fucking LeGros, who you remember from the Beef Group, was in there.
Yep.
And bunch of people in the back of his truck. We yell some shit. They yell some shit. I'm pretty sure I flipped one of them off, and
as you do,
and we start walking, and then one of them comes and runs, and punches me and punches my butt, and then punches start being thrown, and then move on. Fast forward to this party, and I'm getting driven home at the end of the night by the guy who punched me in the head. And it was literally like that. The whole they beat the shit out of fucking the kid after the baseball game, and then they get him drunk and drive him home. It was literally, and as a fucking movie kid, I'm sitting there like, this is fucking weird as hell that this is like how high school really is. The rest of the years didn't go the same, but
no, they're a little different,
nevertheless. But yeah, that was my little Dazed and Confused first time. There was a shitload of Zima, and I'm just guessing it was the time. It was 1994, so it was like
Zima was huge.
There was a shitload of Zima at that first party. That's all I really recollect from drinking at that fucking party. Ton of
Zima was so original. Let's address something. Original Zima was pretty good, and
it's like Sprite moonshine.
But original Zima was decent, but they rebooted Zima at one point in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Zima used to be fucking great. My dad liked Zima. My dad liked nothing.
I don't think I had the rebooted Zima.
It was so bad. It came in flavors.
Past those like mid 90s, like 94 to 96. I don't think I ever had Zima outside of that era.
No, Zima when it came back was complete shit. And then we found it in Japan. My brother-in-law, my wife's sister's husband, would go to Japan a lot for work, and he found original Zima and brought some. He smuggled it into the country. Real bootlegger.
Interesting.
Yeah, original Zima.
Interesting. What else you got?
The laptop charger's coming in, Mike. We are fucking in business right now.
A fucking text message?
That's what I've been doing, sending text messages.
Hilarious. Send it in reinforcements. Get the laptop charger.
Text my fucking wife, my kid, anybody who's got fucking access to a charger.
Holy shit.
We are in fucking business. Let's party. I thought we were screwed up to 10 more minutes.
Outstanding.
So, Uncle Ralph, Mike, let's talk about my fucking uncle.
Uncle Ralph.
All right, Uncle Ralph. This is a roast beef related story.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my Uncle Ralph was
which means you can spam the beef group with this show. That'd be nice.
Yes, Uncle Ralph was a huge alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
He drank Meisterbrow. He's a big fan of Michelob's.
Okay.
Original Michelob. But Michelob's expensive.
Michelob's expensive.
Yeah, it's more than Budweiser. It's like Budweiser, like a beautiful Budweiser. It's the same company. It's like a better Budweiser, or it's not, just in a different label. It had the gold leaf fucking foil. So Uncle Ralph loved Michelob's.
No, just Michelob, not
Michelob, not light, not ultra. Michelob.
Ultra didn't exist back when. Uncle
No,
Ralph,
not light, just Michelob's, the gold, the fucking. Have you had a Michelob in like the last 20 years?
No.
It's fucking glorious.
Definitely. I haven't seen a Michelob in 20 years.
You can still get it. It's not easy to find, but like shitty liquor stores.
Beer, according to fucking Cobra Kai, but I haven't seen it.
It's delicious. You get those little weird bottles. So Uncle Ralph was a big Michelob guy. He drank Michelobs and he smoked Marlboros. He called them burros and lobes.
All right.
He had to switch to Meisterbrow for a bit while it existed. Toward the end of his life, he was a natural ice guy because it's cheap. Couldn't afford the good stuff.
I remember in my poorer days, Natty Ice.
So
you could get I think they sold 64 packs for like $6
$6.
$6 to $9. Stupid
So-
amount of money. Shit beer. You drink enough of it, you don't feel anything, let alone taste anything.
Listen, I'll drink a fucking Heffenreffer right now if you can find one for me. I am down to drink shitty beers.
Heffereffer?
You never had a Heffenreffer?
I don't think so.
It's a head wrecker? No?
No.
40s back in the day?
I've had 40s. I don't know if it. I don't know.
Trying to think of the original, what that's actually called. It was
Oh,
not...
so you're using fucking lingo here.
No, Heffenreffer was also part
Was
of
that
it.
a brand
Head wrecker
name?
was... Heffenreffer was the brand.
Okay,
It's
see, I've never had that
one. Someone will pop in. Anyways, Uncle Ralph
I've had
used to
Colt
come to my...
45 OE and Black Cobra.
Yeah, those were all fucking malt liquor beers.
Yeah. Those 40 ounces I've had.
So, Uncle Ralph would come to my
what do you want from
my
me?
adult men's softball games and watch me play. He was a big critic because I pitched and he pitched and he used to yell at me the whole game. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. One game I pick him up at like 5:00 to bring him to the game. The game, this is doubleheader. The game at 6:30 and the game at 7:45. They all end around 9. It's the August heat. I'm sweating through t-shirts. Ralph's shit-faced, telling me what I did wrong, and he's pointing with a cigarette at me and almost ashing my fucking eye out.
He's punctuating with the cigarette.
Danny Snyder has nailed it. Private stock, by the way. Heffenreffer, head wrecker, private stock.
Jenna is asking, didn't they have a puzzle thing under the cap?
Yes, they did. In the 6-pack, there would be 6 puzzles under the cap. If you could get all 6 while drinking them, you're a fucking legend.
There you go.
The first one's easy. It's not a hard puzzle. It's drinking 6 16-ounce pounders of fucking head wrecker. By the 6th one, you can't even spell.
Gotcha.
So Ralph, again, 9:00, 4 hours in the fucking August sun. He also didn't have a refrigerator where he lived. It's an important sidebar to this. He lived in a room. No, warm beer, not warm beer, Mike. He pulled a fucking half a junior beef out of his pocket and finished it in front of me. That had been in his pocket for 9 fucking hours.
Why?
Because he didn't finish his junior beef from lunch. He didn't eat a ton. He subscribed to the age-old theory that if you eat, you can't get as drunk as you would if you didn't eat.
I mean, that's just science, man.
That's a fact. Yes.
Science.
That's as we called him, Drunkle Ralph.
Yeah.
Drunkle Ralph, not Uncle.
Yeah.
No one could outdrink him. No one could outdrink him at all. Also, you couldn't beat him at basketball. Weird sidebar: Uncle Ralph didn't miss a shot at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the game horse, you shoot a shot and have someone else shoot the shot, and if they make it, okay, horse, HOR. Okay, he couldn't be beaten horse. Yeah. Fun sidebar: his nickname was Horsecock because Uncle Ralph had a fucking hammer. You know how I know?
Oh,
I saw it once. Scared the hell out of me.
Once.
That's enough. It had a bend to it. He was two-fisting and it drooped. It's like Bugs Bunny's arms when he flexes.
Fuck,
HC had a fucking hammer.
That's a good one.
He had a fucking long boy. Long and veiny. I could draw it right now for you. It was Ren and Stimpy-ish.
He pulled out a half a junior beef.
Yep. Ate it right in front of me. It was from Bill and Bob's in downtown Peabody.
Just fucking kept pocket beefs.
He pocket beefed.
That's fucking funny.
I don't think pocket beefing is a thing.
I haven't seen.
I could make it an acronym.
I haven't seen anybody on the beef group fucking pocket beef. What the fuck is wrong with your group, Andy?
Half a fucking junior out of his fucking pocket.
Where's that? That's a whole subcategory of fucking beef reviews.
Can you imagine if we do pocket beefs? Yeah, get it at noon, eat it at 9. Yeah. I know one person back in the day, Ryan Penny, former very busy beef group member, he took a beef to Cancun. And he didn't refrigerate it.
Mm-hmm.
He put it in his luggage and then ate it.
From where?
Didn't die, though. Peabody, Athens.
He took it to Cancun.
To Cancun. He's the only person to go international, the beef. So, well, I mean, besides those who make them internationally, he's the only one that smuggled one. He's the only beef smuggler.
How the fuck do you get a beef through goddamn security?
You put it in your fucking luggage. It's fucking just a beef, man.
I guess.
It's just like
so
warm meat.
Packed it.
He packed that shit.
Packed it and checked it.
Packed and checked it. Got it to Cancun.
Didn't do a carry-on with the beef.
Got it to his room. Ate it in his room.
God damn it.
He waited till he got to his fucking room. Not at the airport. In his room.
Was his flight at least the same day as the fucking beef?
I don't ask questions. I hit send. Thank you. Thank you for the content.
Thank you.
Thank you for the content, man. You're killing it.
I would like to see more pocket beefs on the group. Now that we've established it's a thing.
Calvin can pull it off.
I absolutely believe he can.
I think Calvin grabs a beef when he's driving down to Maryland on the way there, pulls it out in Maryland, eats beef in Maryland, crosses the fucking Mason-Dixon line and spikes his beef.
I got
fucking
better. That motherfucker needs to eat a beef in every state. Buy a bunch.
We're getting close to every state. Every state's going to be covered, I think.
Buy a bunch and eat a beef in every state.
You can do it, Calvin.
I believe
you can do it. We need to get beef in Texas.
Texas beef.
So Ralph's a legend, and he pocket beefed. Yeah. So to run it down, Ralph's a legend. He has a huge dick. He pocket beefed. He liked Natty Ice and Michelob. I gave his eulogy. Fun fact. Yeah. Treated it like a roast.
As you do.
Had the family roaring in laughter.
Was there anyone that got even slightly annoyed / offended by you doing that?
No, Ralph was too much of a character. He's missed, but you can't like treat Ralph's funeral like a normal funeral where people are sad.
I understand the person. Like I understand the person, but there's always those people that are like tertiary family members that are like, what are you doing? This is a funeral.
That I'm crass? Yeah, no, they can.
Come,
I don't
they
know.
come out of the fucking like they weren't like hanging with the guy every fucking week, and they come out of the woodwork for the funeral, and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you being so rude?
Maybe my grandfather, who that was his third or fourth kid he buried.
That's a little different.
I don't have a lot of uncles and aunts. What I was referring to. Yeah, maybe old Pop who.
I was referring to the distant third aunt that got offended because you said cunt at a funeral.
No, I mean maybe Pop. Pop might not like that one. Definitely his third, at least his third kid he buried, maybe his fourth.
Jesus, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
Well, Uncle Ralph was the biggest character of the dead people. He's an easy one to fucking make fun of and have some fun with. I told some stories. He was a great dancer. Huge dick, burrows and lobes.
Huge dick.
Bullet points. These are bullet points of my. I brought up his nickname was HC. Funny story about Ralph. His nickname was Spam as well.
Why?
No, I have no idea. Actually,
really?
That was back in the day, like when everybody had weird nicknames, they called him Spam. So someone stole his jacket, and they turned it inside out, but it was embroidered to say Spam. So if you looked at it, it said Maps.
That's all right.
It's a little backwards. The guy tried to act like he didn't steal the jacket. So my dad and my other uncle beat him up, but also Ralph became Maps after that. That's a new nickname for him. All right, quick. One more Ralph story. I'm done.
One more.
It's a quickie.
Yep.
There was a big fight at the Elks in Peabody. Big brawl. After a party, whatever.
Yep.
Fight's over. Family members of mine got sued afterwards, and broke people. And my uncle Scott did some things. Doesn't matter. Fight's over. Ralph was not involved. Ralph was just drinking in the corner like he does. One of the men in the fight bled a lot, so they mopped the floor. Ralph decided to walk through the fight scene and break his leg.
Say it again?
He walked through the fight area where the floor was freshly mopped. He wasn't in the fight. He broke his fucking leg when he fell.
I thought you said so he wouldn't break his leg. He
broke his fucking leg.
He wasn't in the fight. He sat in the corner. First of all, the fact that they needed a mop means that's a fucking lot of blood. And he slipped in the son of a bitch's blood and broke his leg.
Sure did.
So, the Fergs have kind of delicate bones, I'm gathering. You guys break a lot. Again, you don't cry, but you break a lot of fucking bones.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, it's not that you'd break the bones, too. Everyone breaks the bones.
Slipped on piss, he slips on blood. You both break a fucking femur.
I've broken my tibial plateau twice.
Why?
First time I don't know. It's a weird bone to break. I broke both mine, my right and my left. The right one, I was 21. I was leapfrogging parking meters outside Roosevelt in Salem.
Good thing you didn't fucking snag a nut on those things.
I did. That's what happened.
God damn it. God.
I snagged the nut and it tipped me over forward. I put my right leg down to plant and stop myself, and all of a sudden, broken leg.
Pop. Holy shit.
We can add these together. It's a drunken story because I was hammered.
I mean, let's get into it. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. You do yours.
I was hammered, and then before I left Roosevelt's, I was friendly with the DJ, wicked cool guy back then. Hey, me and the DJ were close.
All right.
And I walked up to him and said, hey, I'm having a party. So you want to throw a little announcement out there, let the bar know, 50 people or so. I'm like, head over to Lynn Street in Peabody.
So you were
Let's
Billy
keep the
Ray
party
Valentine,
going.
basically.
I literally went up there and like, yeah, we're gonna keep this party going. We're gonna go to Lynn Street in Peabody and keep this thing going. And then I broke my leg outside.
It was a stone groove, my man. You are the most righteous motherfucker on the planet.
Mike, what do? You leave a bar, you got whores and fun people coming to your house. They're all coming. It's not like it's like maybe.
What? Motherfucker?
Then
that is my limo outside.
Then you break your leg leaving the bar.
How do
What do
you
you
fucking
do?
continue the party?
You just do.
What do you fucking splint it up and just go?
Mike, what I did was I got in my truck and I drove myself home hammered because I don't condone that, but we did it.
Sure.
And then the party was just showed up. So I sat on the floor with a broken leg and got as drunk as possible and told the girls, I was single at the time, how much my leg hurt and, try to get an over the pants hand job.
Nice. How'd it work?
Didn't work. I tried.
You couldn't
OTPH day.
You couldn't get an over the pants hand job with a broken motherfucking leg at your own party?
It was in the living room.
Billy Ray Valentining the fucking bar?
It was in the living room. The living room was packed.
I've seen Trading Places. I know how this works.
I'm not Eddie Murphy. I can't get fucking OTPHJs in front of a crowd.
You and your fucking acronyms.
OTPHJs all day. I love them.
I was trying so hard to put the letters together in my head. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to say it.
That's the only kind of hand job that's the only hand job that's acceptable as an adult, OTPHJ. If you pull it out, you're doing something else with it.
Well, that's fair. That's a fact. Yeah.
That's fair fucks right there. You don't.
That is definitely fair fucks right there.
If you can see it, you put it in your mouth.
Goddamn right. If not, you fucking hit the bricks.
Yeah. Be a man.
Go fucking call your sister. I bet she'll do it.
Yeah.
So while we're getting into drunk tales, I was texted by Will, who listened to last week, or not last week's, maybe whatever week we did the Miami episode.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, 2 weeks ago. He was catching up, and he reminded me of this story that I forgot to tell there, which bleeds into this whole theme. So we show up to the game, get in our seats, and I noticed the countdown clock to the game. Basically, it was that big that I was like, oh, I took note of it. So I sat down at about 26 minutes before the game started. About 4 minutes later, Will taps me and kind of gestures to his left, and I look down. Guy is out cold, like fucking stone cold out. So much so, guy in front of him starts playing with his tits. He just starts jiggling the dude's tits. And he's not moving. He's
uncool.
He's fucking done. Oh, everybody was fucking with him. He was one of those. He's an out cold drunk dude. 26 minutes before fucking kickoff, and he's done. So, 6 minutes before the game starts, all of a sudden we hear "whoa!" and we all look. He's puking into a wicker hat all over the people in front of him.
Legend.
6 minutes before the game starts.
Yeah. He's a genius.
His woman grabs him by the scruff of his neck. He's still puking into the goddamn wicker hat, which, by the way, is basically like a fucking sieve. So he's sprinkler puking across the fucking row. And they leave and they never return. First of all, money well spent on those tickets, sir. And as
they're probably $12 though. It's fucking Miami, man.
Well, I was gonna say, as someone who is like me, Will, and that group of guys we hang with, we did 3 years in a row of Red Sox games. We saw a collective 4 innings, so I get it. I fucking get it. We wouldn't last, but we never got thrown out, and we never passed out. We never puked out. We just eventually stumbled out. Will like rolled both ankles once and ended up over at the barbecue place across the street. I ended up in a suite. I got tossed from the suite, but I drank a couple of beers in the meantime. It was mostly texting through pictures throughout Fenway, being like, "Where are you now?" type of contact. Never been thrown from an arena. I've been cut off. I've been kicked out of bars. Never been at a point where I wasn't served at a sporting event. Have you?
No, but
Like
I've
passed out in strip clubs in Montreal, but I've never passed out at a game.
No, I've never been shut off, but I was at a concert. It was David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar did a concert back in like 2002.
Yep.
Okay, I went to that at Great Woods or whatever it was called, Tweeter Center,
Yep.
whatever, you know. And a buddy of mine decided the bathroom line was too long.
Okay.
And he pissed on the back wall.
Okay.
Not quietly, not dark, just out in the open.
Okay.
Piss on someone. Don't piss on the back wall. They'll catch you.
Yeah.
And this fat little troll female security guard who was, a 4x4, as tall as she is fat, a chode of a person.
Roller pig.
Yeah, she caught him and
butt plug.
Yeah, she was ejecting him from the venue.
Okay.
And she's got him like, barely touching his arm.
Sure.
Now I'm watching this. I go, hey Ryan, just turn around and walk away. What's she gonna do?
Right.
He's like, what do you mean? I go, and she's right there. She can hear me too. And I go, just fucking turn around, walk away, break the fucking wrist, walk away.
Right.
What can she do? She's a fat fucking little turd. She can't catch you. She doesn't know what you look like.
Right.
Run away.
Right.
And the fucking kid let this little fucking troll
escort him out
all the way out. And then he's outside looking at it. I go, I don't want to leave.
Okay.
I'm having a blast. I hung out for a few songs and he's crying to it. Like, get thrown out by a fucking little troll because you pissed in the wall.
Okay.
Turn around and walk away. She cannot stop you.
But never a game.
One time I was at Fenway and I was throwing pennies from above at people. And the security noticed us throwing pennies. It's funny. We were flicking them, bing, bing, bing. We're throwing them. We were flicking them off the. Right. It was the old EMC squared section.
So,
and me and my buddy both were gonna get tossed.
Yeah.
But he's slow and fat, and heavy boy. He was way heavier back then than he is now. And there were these girls in front of us, and I said, I'm gonna do a quick U-turn and talk to these girls, and he will not know I'm doing this. Because like when a bear's chasing you, you don't have to outrun the bear.
Yeah.
You outrun your friend. Right. And I turned quick, struck up a conversation with a couple of young ladies. He did not. He was thrown out and kicked out of Fenway for life.
Similar, not the same, but similar. Old Boston Garden, Bruins game. Moved. We had literally last row shit seats. And me
300s.
And me and my buddy moved down to front row balcony because there was a couple open seats. I was a dick. I was probably 16, 15 years old, something like that. And, everybody had their empties lined up along the fucking the fucking barrier there.
Yeah.
So I get up to go take a piss. And I'm walking by, and as I'm walking by, boop, 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 I'm knocking all the fucking empties off the balcony down into the loge.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't
Fuck some people. Yeah.
I come back from the bathroom, and I see my fucking buddy Lou back up in our seats, and I make my way back up, and I go, what's going on? I go, why aren't you down there? The whole fucking row's open. He goes, yeah, the whole fucking row got thrown out.
Because you are an asshole.
He showed them the ticket and he moved back.
Wow.
I'm like, dick. Fuck, that's great. Same game. One of the best de-escalations to a fight ever was we were in the pro shop after the game, and these two guys are just fucking talking shit to each other, chest to chest, fucking just ready to fucking come to blows. And one of them just looks the other guy up and down, smacks him in the fucking chest and goes, hey, buddy, nice fucking tits. And exactly. Everyone, including the guy with tits, starts laughing and they hugged and fucking fight over.
Well, that's what, so listen, we're different men, right? We're different.
Seriously.
A woman would fucking shoot somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, she'd never let that grudge down. They'd fight forever. That's it.
7 years later, that woman would get stabbed in a parking lot somewhere.
The man with the tits respected the joke and realized this fight ain't that important. This joke's pretty good.
That's fucking awesome. Well done.
That's a funny joke. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Yes, I am fat with tits.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So my night that night ended a little differently than yours did. We went to Copperfields and got into a fight.
Is this
Then I
concert
got
night?
no, this is
Oh,
Fenway.
Fenway. Right.
Fenway.
Yeah.
Copperfields got into a fight playing hot shot basketball because I was pretty good at the game and I was a loudmouth. You know, the old
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And I was talking some smack. And then we were driving home over the Tobin Bridge, and I was probably going 80. And the Chelsea police didn't appreciate the speed. They pulled me over, and they asked me some questions about my level of sobriety and if I'd been drinking, where I came from, and I didn't answer them properly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was given the Drunk Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do great.
Oh.
I didn't do horribly. I could have done better.
Okay.
I think I did a C+. And it was time for, maybe Andy needed to get a drunk driving charge.
Sure.
And the cop, and this is hand to God, hand to on my fucking kid's life. The cop goes, I'm not gonna give you a breathalyzer. You're a big guy, you can handle it. Drive slow.
When was this?
2001.
Lucky.
And I said, thank you.
Still on that cusp of we can let people go.
It literally, I'm not going to give you a breathalyzer. He goes, I'm not giving you a breathalyzer because you'll fail.
Yeah.
You're a big guy. You can handle it.
Yeah.
I was thrown out of Fenway Park that night and got into a fight at Copperfields. I could not handle it.
I could not handle that.
I was not. You, sir, did not do your job. I didn't kill anyone that night, but I should not have been driving.
Right.
Back in the day, before DoorDash, I'm
God.
driving.
Well, 100%. 100%.
I'd go to Bill and Bob's. I'd go anywhere.
And yeah, it was
Pre DoorDash. I'm fucking going.
Yeah.
And I did stop McDonald's that night. That after my near DUI, that Saugus McDonald's was my bitch.
Oh yeah.
Double quarter pounder times 2.
Yep.
Some fries, maybe some nuggets, and definitely a large Diet Coke. It tastes better at Dunks. McDonald's.
For some reason, the McDonald's line was always bigger than that next door fucking Burger King line.
And no one would ever go there. It sucked.
Those bitches had nothing.
Like, who would go to Burger King if you had a choice?
Seriously.
Given the choice, I mean, Wendy's maybe. Taco Bell. I mean, Wendy's fresh is better.
Here's
than
the thing:
McDonald's.
if you're fucking sober looking for fast food, okay. But when you're fucking hammered drunk on the way home, McDonald's is the only way to go.
It's the only way. It's the Golden Arches.
The only way to go. They are the devil.
Well, the Golden Arches, like in Coming to America.
Yes.
Yeah, my buns have no seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Someone compared me to Louis Anderson from that movie.
Why?
Yesterday.
Why?
Because I'm fat.
Is that it?
He said, "Are you Louis Anderson's nephew?" And I looked at his profile very briefly, and he had a gay Tom Segura vibe going on. And I said, "Are you Tom Segura's homosexual twin brother?" And
You're
he was
not
done talking.
that fat.
Yeah, but I'm getting there.
Well, sure, we're all getting there.
Mike, I lost 30 pounds. I think I found most of it.
All right.
Pretty sure I found almost all of it.
All right, I guess we're just gonna transition into this. Yes.
I've led us to the lake, Mike. Let's take a drink.
The McDonald's app and their rewards and point system is the motherfucking devil. It's not gonna sound great, but I was introduced to them because I wanted a free apple pie.
That's how they get you. The sample apple pie.
So I'm sitting in this long ass fucking drive-through line at McDonald's, staring at this sign before getting to the microphone, and it says, "If we don't ask you about our if we don't inform you about our reward system, you get a free apple pie." So
I want the apple pie.
So I get to the microphone.
I ate the pie.
They don't mention the pie. They don't mention the rewards. I get to window 1. I pay. No rewards are mentioned.
Oh, boy.
I get to window 2. I get all my shit. And I look at this guy dead in his fucking eye. And he looks at me like, "What the fuck do you want?" And I go, "Where's my pie?"
Give me the fucking pie.
And he goes, "Really?" I go, "Where's my fucking pie?"
You didn't mention it, asshole.
And he comes back and gives me the pie, and then I get back and I'm devouring all this garbage. I'm sure I sent you pictures of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
yeah. We talked about that. Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, let's take a look at what this fucking reward shit is.
They got you so hard.
I get notifications conveniently when I'm fucking drinking. Get Oh, this free and that free and this free. Fries are free. Quarter pounders are free. Big Macs are free. Everything's fucking free. I think I had 2 quarter pounders, 2 Big Macs, a cheeseburger, and a fucking large fry. $8, and I had to eat fucking all of it.
It's a lot of food.
And that was when I fucked up my order.
I was looking for more food. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I wanted 3 Big Macs.
Literally almost every day this week has been like fucking Groundhog Day, where I come out of my bedroom and sitting on my living room table is an empty bag of McDonald's shit. And I'm like, no wonder I'm fucking wheezing walking upstairs. You fat motherfucker.
It's really getting ugly.
It's getting fucking ugly.
So I don't have the app. I downloaded the app and I realized quickly I don't need the app.
I'm paying nothing. That's the problem. If I was, because DoorDash, I stopped with DoorDash because I was paying fucking $50 for pizza and $30 for fucking McDonald's.
But they deliver to your house?
And I'm sitting
there. Picking it up on the way.
They fucking deliver through the app.
I didn't. Oh, fuck. That's bad news.
I was getting pissed off, and I'm like, I'm spending all this fucking money. The pizza thing I was semi-justifying in my fucked up brain because it's connected to my gas reward, so I was getting 15 cents off the gallon every time I fucking got a goddamn pizza, but I'm spending $50 in pizza and killing myself. Okay. I
feel like McDonald's is also contributing gas rewards.
It's 100%. Thank you very much. Good job. See, we don't burp, we fart into the microphone.
I think I'm probably the top 3 or top 5 farter for my mouth than anybody. But that's a good one.
Yeah, it's getting bad. It's gotten bad. It's not getting bad. It's gotten bad. It's problematic.
You order so many different things though.
I don't.
You order so like you said, targeted ads.
Yeah.
As in like what time? So now if you have an iPhone, you don't have an iPhone, but I have an iPhone.
Uh-huh.
And you scroll from the top of the screen down, it shows you apps that you may or may not want to use at that point.
Yeah.
It's timed out.
What do you mean?
If I do that at noon, I see Facebook, I see Instagram, I might see my work app, I might see at 10:30 at night, I see TikTok, and I see DoorDash.
Yeah.
10:30 on the fucking dot. I see DoorDash every fucking night.
Oh, so your phone actually pops up your apps.
It'll tell me what app I probably want at that moment. It's like the app search bar.
Fucking diabolical.
It's evil. At that you scroll down, like you type in what you want to see. But my phone guesses what I'm going to do based on my behavior.
So we can't be blamed for this.
Okay,
I get notifications from McDonald's. I'm sitting at fucking Johnny Brown's getting hammered, and they're like, "Hey, you want a free quarter pounder?" Yes, of course I want a free fucking quarter pounder. I will be right there.
So here's my thing though. I did a scientific experiment recently. This was science. It's important we talk about this.
Science is important.
I don't like hangovers, obviously.
I imagine most people do.
But I work every day around 7 a.m.
Some masochists also like getting punched in the dick, but I don't know.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer loves hangovers.
Fuck that guy.
All right, so I don't like being hungover. I don't want to feel like shit at work. I get up at 7 a.m. I go to work at 7 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
Okay, you have different hours than most people. You have this mornings are pretty calm for you.
I cruise in around 11-ish.
Sure. I don't. You work later than me. I get done early. It's fine. We both work the same amount of hours.
Somehow we both make this podcast work.
Yes. So I decided to try something. I'm an intermittent faster. I don't like eating breakfast because I eat enough during the day. So I skip breakfast most days.
I love breakfast.
I do too, Mike. I love food.
I get pissed when I have to fucking skip my breakfast because I actually make breakfast and I like my breakfast. I get real pissed when I have to skip breakfast. Anyway, go on.
I miss it. I make it in the weekends. My brisket hash was out of control. We saw that video. It was incredible.
That was bananas. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. That's not an average breakfast.
No, that's
not a fucking average breakfast.
So I realized, back in the day when we were kids, we'd drink a lot and go to Bill and Bob's or wherever. Right. And it was more of a craving, a fun thing to do. Never did I think that Bill and Bob's trip will affect tomorrow's hangover.
Right.
I've done some research.
Okay.
An 11 o'clock p.m. McDonald's DoorDash will prevent tomorrow's hangover. I've proven it time and time again. If I don't do it, tomorrow's ruined.
How do you feel about tomorrow's like 9:30, 10 o'clock shit?
I'm a 7 a.m. full evacuation guy. I let it out.
That a boy.
And if I don't, I usually see a porta potty near me. And you know what, Mike? I'm regular. I'm a 4 or 5 movement a day guy.
That's not regular, Andy.
It's very regular. It's every fucking 20.
4 to 5 dumps a day is not fucking regular.
It's every 90 minutes. That's pretty regular.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean? You can't be more regular.
I'm gonna say, as someone who has once played a medical doctor on television, that you are not regular if you're shitting 4 or 5 times a day.
Full evacuation at 7.
Yeah.
Medium evacuation around 3, like lunchtime.
Random,
see you later.
I might shit my pants 4 or 5 every 90 minutes.
All right, so here's full disclosure.
That's not regular, Andy.
I came home from dinner. We went to Rev Kitchen in Beverly, and I had some pizza and a couple of beers, and I came home and I evacuated all of it.
No, you didn't.
I think
you evacuated where the fuck you ate the night before or the morning. That's how digestion works. Your body.
No.
Your body's not processing the pizza and beer in a fucking
eat some
ride
corn.
Home.
Eat some corn, and then tell me what the timeline is, because that'll give you the answer.
Corn's different. It doesn't digest.
What are you talking about? Am I shitting out quarter pounders tomorrow right now?
Did you eat one last night?
No, I had quads. I don't need quarter pounders. I ate quads.
You're fucking animal.
For those playing at home, a quad is when you order a triple cheeseburger and smash the extra meat button, make it a quad, and then hit ×2. That's what men do. That's 8 patties.
8 motherfucking patties.
In 2 buns.
You have so many fucking problems.
4 slices of bread and 2 buns. And then what I do usually after I hit that button, I chug a beer.
Of course you do. Because
so if you watch me late night chugging drunk,
here's the fuck
I had already smashed the button.
Here's the fucking fucked up thing. The beer videos everybody seems to love. Everybody's having a good time with them. If you did the same thing with the food, you would have an intervention instantly.
If people knew
fucking
what goes
instantly.
on,
we both would.
I have to have it dropped off in a special spot.
Goddamn picture of fucking McDonald's, but it's a problem.
You need to do it. One of us has to.
It's a fucking problem.
I have to have him leave it behind my truck.
We are so. The problem is we're each other's enablers.
This show is F Buddies. The F stands for food, but we are rapidly approaching the F stands for fat fucks. Fat fuck buddies. Fat fucking buddies, like bosom buddies, but fat fucking buddies.
Because we're fucking each other's enablers. It's literally like, are you getting McDonald's tonight? I just got McDonald's tonight. You fucking
that's the thing.
You text me. I deleted my DoorDash app, and I'm texting you a picture. Just fucking be a man and get a fucking McDonald's.
At least you're getting it for free. I'm paying like $19 in fees.
Get that app, man. Get that app. I don't know how. I got like 10,000 rewards points. I've had the app for a week.
I don't understand.
I don't understand the math.
2229 is the number.
I don't understand the math.
It's every time I push that button. 2229.
So many rewards points.
Do you know what though? Like, all right, so Mike, you're a former DoorDash victim.
Yes.
So when you order DoorDash and you track the guy, you track the dasher like it's your kid lost in the woods.
Yeah.
Where are they? Where they going?
Much more important.
Why are they driving that way? Where they going? Are they close?
They have my food.
Yep. And where is the dasher of my food? What's the timeline? Can I add more food? So recently, last night, recently, the dasher just gave up, and he just took off. I'm like, and here I am. I'm like, I am beside. And I stayed up late last night because I wanted.
I've had it happen. So, I had a spell where I was ordering. I think I was ordering too late for the area, is what was happening.
Sure.
Because I had 3 in a row. And not from the same place. It was a mix of 2 different pizza shops and a McDonald's, where they all just they accepted the order and then bailed. And then I had to spend the next fucking afternoon trying to chase down the fucking refund because they charge you in advance and along with a fucking tip, these motherfuckers. Which goddamn right, I got that fucking tip refunded.
Tree fitty.
Oh, we got about $3.50.
Tree fitty. Mike, so here I am recently last night. The food is not coming in. I was staying up late last night because again, Harambe's birthday was today.
Yeah.
And he likes my attention. He's my little buddy, little pal. So I'm like, It's like 11:30. I'm like, I'm gonna hang out till midnight. I'm gonna watch some TV, and midnight hits. I'm posting a picture of him eating a banana, and I'm sending that happy birthday, my pal.
That's an adorable picture.
Yeah, it's great. It's old. He looks way worse than that now.
He looks so young. I was like, is that him?
Yeah, he's just a boy. That's like 8 years ago. Again, I almost adopted him. That's how I've known this kid. But it was funny though. Like as I'm waiting for midnight, I'm waiting for the food. I'm trying to get it. Recently, last night, trying to have it just show up and just like the new Dasher approaches, and I'm watching this guy, and it's like, what are you doing? Just bring my fucking quads. I want 8 patties.
Do
right
they pick it up?
They pick it up from McDee's and they bring it to Mick House.
Like you can tell when they pick it up and when they're.
Oh yeah.
So they actually had your food.
No, they never. The first person never picked it up. They got to the Satan's warehouse, and they decided the line was too long and drove away. And then a new Dasher approached, and then that place closed. And then I got refunded the money, and then I picked it up from new place. It was a saga
It's a whole fucking
recently,
deal, man.
Recently, and then you know what happened? Do you know what happened?
No.
I got my fucking food.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I woke up this morning, and I was well lubricated last night around that time.
Mm-hmm.
I felt fantastic.
Science.
This is my point.
It's fucking science, man.
A late night food situation, a McDonald's situation can save tomorrow morning. You need midnight McDonald's, liquid IV, and coffee. You will feel fantastic.
Fucking science.
I was at Mike's totaled car at 7:15 this morning, feeling like $1 million. At midnight, I was eating cheeseburgers. What are we doing here?
What are we doing? What is our lives?
No, but I solved the problem. Also, I'm gonna drink a sour, Mike.
All right. What is it?
It's our sponsor, Channel Marker.
Uh-huh.
It's a Propeller sour. I'm not. Oh, fucking look at me. Look at this asshole.
Look at that.
It's like my knuckles.
Look at
after
that.
I rub one out.
Shit.
It's a Propeller.
Oh, fucking cummed up.
Cherry vanilla popsicle style sour. Not my favorite kind of beer. But every time I go there to get our monthly stipend, which I don't give you, because fuck you, it costs too much to ship.
Yeah.
I ask for some sours. Look at the color on this shit. It's like fucking motor oil.
Really, it's like mud.
But I like it.
Is it good?
Oh, I mean, for a sour,
I mean,
it's not.
I mean, you gotta continue on because that looks like mud to me.
Well, no, listen. Here's the thing. I'm not a big sour guy. I'm getting there. But for a sour, they're drinkable. They're not too tart.
All right.
They're sour, but not too sour.
Okay.
Little sweetness. You taste all the notes of the vanilla and cherry.
Don't judge the book by its cover.
No, they make the best sours in the world.
Well, there you go.
I love their IPAs, right. But as far as sours go, I hate sours. These are fucking good.
There you go. That's what we're looking for.
Best sours ever. All right. I mean, we got a couple things to cover here, Mike.
Do we?
We got to mention some things.
Do we? Do we got to mention Vinnie Favarito again?
No, not yet. The global reach of the beef community has hit 50,000 people.
I'm just happy to be a tertiary fucking part of this.
50,000. And that might not sound like a lot in the world of internet now, which, because millions of followers. Kim Kardashian flashes one nipple, 5 million followers.
Yeah, but we can't do that.
We have a sandwich that's ugly and covered in barbecue sauce.
And only regionally fucking known.
Yeah, like with 4 towns that can do it. 50,000 people. 50 fucking thousand. Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Which is awesome because when we started Nonsense,
we had 4 people.
We had fucking nothing because you lost 19,000 people in a blink of an eye on our first fucking episode.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, you are.
See, what happens is you call Greg Bates a cunt and threaten him a little bit, and all of a sudden you lose your entire following. No regrets.
It's amazing. You call an actual criminal a cunt and you lose all your following. Yet we keep calling Scott a fucking cunt and just getting more sponsors. How is this a fucking show?
I think we actually have more sponsors than that show does.
We literally are the most successful spite show in history.
Oh, yeah. This is fully out of spite. It was fun for a minute, and it's been bullshit and spite the whole time since then.
We're not a food show. We're
I mean, we
only
discussed.
a food show because we're saying fuck you.
F Buddies is a fun name, and we ain't fucking, so why not send it fucking called food?
Because we couldn't come up with a fun fucking name that had the acronym FWB.
Fuck while banging, fuck while beefing.
Yes.
We'll get there.
We'll
work it out.
we'll
We'll
get there.
we'll
That's
workshop it.
3.0 on a second lawsuit.
All right, so
So
couple things.
50,000. Congratulations, sir.
50K is a solid number,
50,000
right?
is a solid fucking number. That's a bankable number.
I mean, that's 30 on Facebook, 16 on IG,
It's a number
4,000
you
on
can fucking
Facebook
hang your
again.
hat on.
I mean, not to be an asshole, but I mean, I did this.
On your toilet. Talking to fucking Harambe.
I took a shit rub about 4 years ago. Yeah, around about 4 years ago. We're getting close.
Yeah.
The 4-year shit anniversary is coming up, and
It's the most
50,000.
successful fucking dump in history.
It's dumb. It's silly. It's stupid. It's fine.
So
But
fucking funny.
think about this though. Next weekend, I'm judging a barbecue competition in Tewksbury, Bedlam, October 1st.
God, I so hope you're sitting next to those fucking hair plugs.
I hope so too.
fucking-
Tewksbury Elks.
I so hope you're just staring right across the fucking table.
I am in charge of pork and beef.
Scooter, what do you think of these fucking ribs?
I'm gonna throw the bones at those two. No, actually, one of them. I won't throw Steve.
No, it's,
I will not throw rib bones at Steve. I like Steve. He's fine. He's just living his life, trying his best.
he's
New tattoos,
trying to do his best.
new girlfriend, lots of stuff. Not a midlife crisis at all. Not a midlife crisis. Stop grabbing her ass. Get your hand off her ass. That's weird.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Symphony.
Anyway.
Symphony.
Anyway,
The following weekend
never mind.
is going to be the greatest weekend of all time.
Enigma.
Enigma, that's it. It's not Symphony, it's Enigma. That's her. The following weekend is the golf tournament, officially sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, get this. This is great.
Yeah.
So I had some spots open. I was trying to figure out where to put them. I had some people that were kicking tires, but more friends. So I'm like, hey, to the guy who did my mortgage who played last year, I go, hey, I made a spot for you. Just click the link, buy the spot. He goes, all right, I'll take care of that.
Mhm.
He doesn't right away. Someone sniped it.
That quick?
Some random person just went on NorthshoreBeefsMerch.com
And said, I
looking for shirts, probably. Saw there was one available and fucking bought it.
Fucking Christ.
Good for him.
Good.
Luckily, I had one in my back pocket. I gave to the mortgage guy. He got it. But this dude just sniped it.
That's fucking good.
He wasn't even on the fucking list. Now he is. He's playing. Fuck him.
That's good.
That's going to be the 7th. It's sold out. Todd Angeli, the Bruins.
I'm just
Anthem
happy
singer.
I'm going to be there.
You'll be there. Todd Angeli's going to be there.
I can't wait to fucking hang out with Todd. That's going to be great.
Todd's going to be there. He get him quick. He's only there for the morning.
Todd's
He's going to sing a song.
Todd's a big fan. He's going to sing a song.
I'm thinking about
Is it
going.
a very patriotic song?
I'm thinking about going Canadian national anthem.
That's fucking awesome.
Why wouldn't he?
I
Let's sing,
would.
oh, Canada.
Only if he does the French version.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Then the following day is the Beef and Beer Fest at fucking Bentwater.
I'm going to be there as well.
Tickets available, $5 or 10, but they all the money goes to charity. It's not like they're trying to get money. We're gonna probably do a sneaky chug off. We're gonna probably do a chug off. I mean, you can't stop what I'm doing.
Here's the thing. There's only 2 reasons I'm flying in to do this thing, and that's one of them.
Mike, it's a megaphone.
Yeah.
You will listen to every fucking word I have to say.
Look, here's the thing. I can't imagine the band's that tough. We're going to take the stage for a few minutes. They're going to just accept that.
Listen, one of the girls has a broken leg. That's not even a joke. It's fact.
Fucking knock that fucking pin right out from under her.
Fucking drunken bucket. We're going to kill that. We're going to kill that.
All right.
I'm probably going to, hoping that Adam Levine slides in my DMs because I'm pretty fucking hot right now.
We didn't even
gross.
talk about him, did we?
No, we can't get to him, though. It's late. Is it time for word of the week?
That's definitely, yeah.
So
It's
we're
time
getting
for
this
cunt of the
sponsored.
week, but we might as well get word of the week in there as well.
We're getting this sponsored soon. We got a sponsor on deck for word of the week.
Yeah.
He's just not sure yet. He's listening tonight, which will probably mean he won't sponsor.
This has been an excellent show. This is A+.
Yeah, I mean, but
We're gonna win a fucking award for this show. I don't know if anybody knows that.
All right,
We're gonna-
today's word of the week brought to you by your sister's ass.
All right.
This could be you. Hit me up. It sounds, kind of like innocent.
Mhm.
If you were in gym class
Yeah.
in the 80s
Yeah.
and you had a thin body and good upper body strength, you might be into pegging. aka the pegboard.
Ah, the pegboard. Yeah.
But the meaning of pegging right now,
Pegging.
pegging.
Pegging is your word.
Pegging's my word. Pegging, not Peggy. Pegging.
Pegging is that the act of having coitus with a Peg Bundy like woman?
No, it's different. But Peg Bundy could be involved.
All right.
Here's the difference.
Well, you already did pegboard, so that's a sanitary version. Pegging.
Here's the thing.
Definitely has to do with.
Here's the thing. There's a thing called the prostate in a man's rectum. It's a sensitive little thing.
I've seen Road Trip.
And some men like it stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't
fingers?
want.
I meant 3.
Make it 3. They don't want to go gay.
Right.
They don't want to get plowed from behind by a man. And balls and hair and men are gross.
Kissing the beard is tough. I get.
Yeah, men are gross. I get men are gross.
Men are gross. It's like.
So, if you want what they would call the best of both worlds,
all right.
I wouldn't call it this, but they would.
Mm-hmm.
You are heterosexual, like a little prostate stimulation,
mm-hmm.
and like the act of getting pounded out from behind, as some people would say, getting your back broken. It's a phrase that they say.
You're losing me on the hetero part, but go on, continue.
Listen.
Continue.
If it happens between you and a girl, it's hetero. That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is a woman will strap on an apparatus that would also look like a penis, wear a strap-on dick.
Yep, they exist.
And you would bend over like a man and accept the penis-like structure in your anus, and she would fuck you like you are a fuck puppet, sex doll, and she will never come because it's a fake dick. So you just get pounded out forever.
Forever.
That's pegging. It's when a woman straps on a false penis.
A woman puts a strap on.
A false penis.
Straps on a strap on, and rails you from behind.
It puts you in your place.
Put you in the place, huh? That's pegging, huh?
That's it's you become the woman, but you're not gay because that's a woman.
Well, when in Rome.
I mean, listen. I mean, I'm not advocating this. I don't partake in the old peg game, but I do have a rule in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it doesn't matter though these days. Everything's fucking fluid, but like, it's anything that happens between you and a woman is not homosexual.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I mean, if she's fisting your asshole with down New Avenue, and you're just pretending at this point. I mean, a knuckle. I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't. What are the rules?
What are the rules?
What are the rules? What are the rules?
But pegging is an activity enjoyed by many.
Interesting.
It's got its own fucking channel on Pornhub, I'm sure.
Interesting. Have you explored?
No, not the channel or the peg.
Okay.
But I mean, listen, Pornhub has an end in sight. I mean, you can't fucking, you're gonna finish brunette big tits.
Eventually, you're gonna get to the end of the internet.
Listen, if I'm gonna keep looking up brunettes with big natural tits, there aren't that many left.
No, that's a niche market there.
I need to find something new.
All right,
but my question,
my brought to you by
your sister's ass. And here's my sidebar question for people to ponder.
Yeah.
If an Asian couple wants to explore pegging, does she use a dildo that emulates her partner, aka a small Asian penis? Right. Or does she bring a fucking hammer to the party and pound out the man and ruin his life?
So there's a couple things about this, because when you sent me this text earlier today, I thought you meant docking.
Pegging.
See, yeah. I read it as docking. That's why I was like, well, no, you know, because if she's gonna put it in his foreskin, he might as well just go get himself a big fucking hammer dildo with a big fucking foreskin, and they can both just dock each other. Like,
I knew you didn't get it.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand the homework assignment here. Now that I'm understanding the homework assignment, Also, I'm just watching myself and do this.
Just fingering myself. Chinese finger cuffs.
Like a pair of motherfucking Chinese finger cuffs.
Chasing Amy, great movie.
Chasing Amy, fantastic. So, I would say if this Asian man was into the anal stimulation, from what I've seen in movies like Road Trip, I would say he would appreciate a larger than normal Asian stimulator.
Mike, I don't know. I mean, why would you? I mean, I feel like the front represents the back, in my opinion.
I'm pretty sure Asian men know what they're packing, and I'm pretty sure they're embarrassed enough. They don't want to get embarrassed on the back end as well.
I'm just saying, I think like if you have a tiny
Look,
Asian dick,
you're not pleasing your woman. This ain't about pleasing your woman. This is about pleasing yourself. And if it's not going to hit that spot, what I've learned from women, if you don't hit that spot, you're fucking shit out of luck. So if you're a guy who likes
shit out of luck with pegging, all right,
exactly. So it's like if you're a guy who likes to get that spot hit, you want it just as much as she wants it. Just because you can't provide it doesn't mean she can't go to the store and get a fucking hammer.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, the spot's
you
not that
get
far
out there and you find that fucking dog.
There's not the spot's not that far in.
I don't know where it is. I've never explored.
The girl on Road Trip used 2 fingers and reached it.
Yeah, but he asked for 3.
Because he's got a fucking loose asshole. Loose asshole.
Loose butthole.
Do you know Lou? Loose asshole? My buddy Lou?
My buddy Lou and his loose asshole.
All right, cunt of the week.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A big fat stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. Motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to toes you're a big fat stinking cunt.
So I drove home from Maine on Sunday. Traffic's supposed to be over.
Yeah.
Someone just said 2 inches is how far the prostate is in from the sphincter. I'm not sure if that's true, but I love that they have the confidence to tell us.
That is good research. I appreciate our audience.
Yeah. 2-inch fingers. I'm driving home from Maine. Traffic season is over. We're not at leaf peeping season yet. And I'm figuring easy ride home. I'm on Route 16 in Wakefield, New Hampshire, heading home, and this motherfucker is governing the entire fucking road. Some fucking prick is going 48 miles an hour, and there are 75 cars behind him. I'm in the middle of the pack, and we ride that way for 35 fucking minutes into fucking Rochester. This motherfucker is just blocking the world. Pull over and kill yourself. Die a fucking bloody death in front of me so I can be happy. Why do you think you deserve the right to block people in fucking traffic? We're just driving. The speed limit is 55. You're 10 below, you piece of shit cunt. And I got to look at him because obviously when you hate someone on the road, you got to get a look. He was 175 years old. 175. He just fucking picking his nose and driving slow.
Yep.
And you motherfucker, he had mass plates. He was going to go that slow the whole fucking way home.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take a fucking hour and a half drive, make it a 4-hour drive because he has nothing to go home to besides fucking shitty food because his wife can't cook anymore and bad TV because he can't figure out streaming services. He's watching fucking 4, 5, and 7 and Chronicles coming up. He can't watch Dahmer. He can't watch Tyson. He can't watch fucking Game of Thrones.
Oh, Tyson was fucking good, man.
I didn't finish it yet. He's a fucking rapist.
It's fucking, yeah, but it's a good show.
Yeah, it's great.
They do cover it.
I can do a Tyson if you give me a few minutes. I'm not gonna do it right now.
No, not next week.
Yeah.
I think next week we're doing streaming because we still haven't done Cobra Kai.
I like the children.
Funnily enough, my cunt of the week also
Did
involved.
you say fun? Did you say funnily?
Funnily, it's a word. Google it.
That's not even a
Go
word.
ahead and Google it.
Funnily.
Funnily is a word. Funnily enough, my cunt of the week also has to do with driving. So you know when you get like in a fucking like fender bender or something like that, and our instincts, the way we were taught, is to pull over to the side of the road, right?
Right side. Right side.
Yep, the right side of the road.
Right side.
I learned, apparently here in Florida, it's basically stop where you are, and that's it. So
that triggers me so bad.
I'm driving and I got to make a left, and it's 3 lanes, and the left lane is left only. So I get in the left lane, and I just see hazard lights up ahead. I'm like, all right, well, fuck, I got to get in the next lane. Hazard lights in the next lane. Oh, fuck me. All right. So I'm trying to like navigate this web of fucking cars. I'm all the way in the fucking breakdown lane, so I can hook a left at an intersection. And when I do, there's 6 cars and not one of them is damaged. All of them are standing outside, and like 2 of them were like looked like they bumped each other, which means the other ones were witnesses, and everyone just stopped and got out of their fucking cars.
I hate it so much. I'm
like, is this how this is? Yes, it is, because it happened again a few days later. Different road, driving, and everyone's just fucking stopped, and I'm fucking passing by, and it's just 2 assholes exchanging paperwork in the fucking road. And I'm like, oh, so I'm guessing this just how it is, because
Get off the fucking road.
So now I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, if I ever fucking rear end or get rear ended and I pull over, am I the asshole now that's getting fucking arrested for leaving the scene of a crime or some shit?
You stop briefly and say, let's get off the next exit.
Yes.
Let's trust each other.
This isn't even a highway. This is a fucking neighborhood road with fucking 3 lanes.
Take a picture of the license plate before you do it and get off the fucking next exit.
There was
I hate
not a single
fucking
ounce of
dumb
damage.
people.
Not a single.
There's a whole the people who knew how to drive are dying.
Yeah.
This is a new problem.
Oh,
Our parents are dying.
Yeah.
My dad did. He knew how to drive. He was an asshole. He yelled at people. I had some, whatever. But he knew how to drive.
Yeah.
They're all dying off. This new breed of drivers can't fucking drive. And I was in a 2-lane road that merged to one the other day. So both lanes go straight. It's a zipper. The zipper.
Yep.
I go, you go.
Yep.
One guy's behind me,
Merge.
having a hissy fit at me because I was in front of him. We both had the fucking arrow to go straight.
Seize the fucking gap, you bitch.
And then what happened was he was yelling at me in his van, and then traffic stopped, and I was with my wife, and my kid was up in the car, and I peeped out of the window, and I said some things to him that were aggressive, and he stopped talking. And I think it was like, shut the fuck up, you piece of shit, donkey, motherfucker, asshole, cunt, fart, everything I had.
Yeah.
My arsenal came out.
Yeah.
And he was like reaching for his gun. He didn't have a gun, so he didn't kill me.
Gotcha.
But fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
And fuck everybody.
Exactly. We good?
But before we end, I want to make sure everybody knows about the pumpkin spice beef at Kelly's.
Oh yeah, go get one. Pumpkin spice beef
pumpkins.
at Kelly's.
They're not a paid sponsor, but pumpkin spice beef can't be
tis the
missed.
season for some pumpkin spice beef.
You got to have the pumpkin spice beef.
Absolutely.
And if you're looking for a
here's the thing,
fun,
I need you to go to Kelly's. It doesn't matter what Kelly's it is. You go to the counter and you not only ask, you motherfucking demand for pumpkin
tell 'em I
spice
sent
beef.
you.
And you say Andy Ferg, North Shore Beefs guy said, give me a motherfucking pumpkin spice beef. And if they don't, cause a fucking riot. Go ahead.
Cause a fucking scene.
Yep.
Go falling down with the motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Go Michael Douglas and falling down. I want some fucking breakfast.
But for God's sakes, don't choke on your beef when you're posting reviews.
Oh my fucking God. Stop choking on beef. This isn't sucking dick. Stop trying to do it so fast. Enjoy it.
Good.
You
know what we gotta do next? You know what we gotta do next?
Oh God, Vinnie Favarito?
Direct from his residency on the Vegas Strip in Atlantic City, comedian roastmaster Vinnie Favarito is back, and he is unfiltered. I'm sorry, it's in capital letters. Vinnie Favarito is back, and he is unfiltered. If you want something edgy, unfiltered, have I mentioned unfiltered? Unfiltered, along with the feeling you're witnessing a celebrity roast, even if you somehow become the celebrity.
Part of it. What the fuck?
That Vinny just might become your new Favorito.
Favorito.
Warning!
Oh shit.
How is here's the thing.
Boo, boo.
Unfiltered is capitalized. How is warning not to capitalize, Warren? Warning,
figure it
this
out.
show intends to offend. But if you didn't just hear what I said, if you are easily offended, this is not the show for you. This show does not subscribe to any ideas of political correctness and is over the top.
Boo, boo, boo.
Performing his final, rest in peace, performance along with 3 other amazing openers. Fucking Christ, this is just written poorly. Performing his final show along with 3 other amazing comedian openers Friday, October 7th at Sideline Salem.
Friday.
Friday,
Vinnie Favarito.
October 7th at Sidelines in Salem. Details and tickets at VinnieUnfiltered.com.
I am going to stumble in from the golf tournament, fucking hammered, and make me myself
Dude,
the
Are
celebrity.
you fucking kidding me? Do you not think that's part of the plan here?
We are showing up.
I am fucking
causing
in
a ruckus.
Are you kidding me? I'm not going to show up to
We're gonna go to
motherfucking Vinnie
Vinnie.
Favarito
His final
unfiltered.
performance.
His final performance, unfiltered, uncensored,
Are you kidding me?
unrelentless motherfucking comedy, bitches.
I want DoorDash and I want Uber.
I
Send
want
me
him
some
to
food
sit
and send me
front
some
row with a
fucking
bunch
pizza.
of fucking
Can
unfiltered
you imagine?
burgers.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine just be up there going, Vinny, pick me,
Vinny,
make fun of me. And he'd be like, you're fat. I'm
roast
like,
me,
yeah, so are you.
roast me unfiltered. Oh, unfiltered Vinnie Favarito. VinnieUnfiltered.com. That's VINNIE unfiltered.com. At Sideline Salem on Instagram, 105 Canal Street in Salem, 978-745-5870.
Fuck the phone number. What's the fax number too?
Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram and crosscountrymortgage.com. Of course, presenting sponsor of the second annual North Shore Beefs Golf Tournament. Channel Maca Brewing Kid, 95 Rantoul Street in Beverly. At Channel Marker Brewing on Instagram. ChannelMarkerBrewing.com, of course, is the website. And if you swing by the tap room hours, they are open Wednesday through Sunday. You can get yourself some North Shore Beefs merch, kid. Ben
Sweet merch.
Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton. At Ben Franklin _Print Co. on Instagram. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. Mention F Buddies and get 10% off your next order. Jamie's Roast Beef. Jamie's Roast Beef. 44 Margin Street. 44 Margin Street, kid in Peabody. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to 9 at Jamie's Roast Beef on Instagram. Jamie'sRoastBeef.com is the website. And you can actually order online if you go to the website. There you go. Andy.
DoorDash them. Come on.
Or you can definitely DoorDash them if you want to. Andy, anything else before we hit the skids?
No. Besides, I mean, obviously, and take this with a grain of salt, or as I care, just go fuck yourself. Like, fuck off. Just really seriously, just like fuck off. Like, I hate you. Fuck off and die.
I fucking hate you. Go away. See you next
Every one of
Tuesday.
you, I hate every one of you. Fuck off. Just fucking disappear.
That's me, actually. I think a fucking
What'd you
hurricane's
do?
coming.
All right, we're done.
See you next Tuesday, guys.